the road gonna like get bad like how it stay now. Because in December, me in Jamaica and me not lie, the road them bad like it bad. No good. All right, someone have to know like why
One love.
are
The
we
road
not
from
election
Nigel.
year? No, why now it been an election year? Why is now he start fixing all
Let me tell you something, one love. The road from Negril to Port Antonio was done by an English company, a European company. And until today, there's not one pothole on that road. How many years ago it was done?
No, next thing we may say no, wait for me next thing now because me listen to the parliament and everything like that. And it must say because of climate change and the storm and everything. So me I wonder why nothing, if a climate change make the road so bad, why the highway and those roads not in that condition that the other roads are in? More happy know.
Okay, can I answer you? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Those are good questions. Number one, you said
we have
those.
more drought, more rain. The answer.
All right, Hugh Blair, just give me a chance. Huh?
More drought than rain.
Okay, Hugh Blair. All right, Hugh Blair, but give me a chance. But let me answer you.
You Blair, make the answer. Because I want to know, me want to know the real thing. I want to know what's going on.
Okay. All right, number one, the standard that they build those major highways to is totally different than the standard that they build most of the other roads to. But when you check it, some of the same vehicles, especially the overloaded trucks, and in Jamaica, we have a huge problems with trucks carrying way. All right. On talk.
Nigga, the Port Antonio is not Highway 2000. It's a road, one road from Nigga straight to Port Antonio.
Road improvement.
Like all of
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. No, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Road to Gutters.
I never said anything about highway.
The road fix.
Hugh Richards, I never said anything about Highway 2000.
So them fix highway different.
Hugh Richards,
Richard, I can't carry all on the 12.
I said the standard that they build,
few bad spots, you know why the bad spots are there? The perfect road was there, and the JLP give them JLP friend contract to cut out some sections of the road. For what reason I don't know. First of all, when the bargain, the color of the bargain is completely different from what Pill had put there.
Yeah.
Complete. Okay, let me go back again and let me say this. You Richard.
We sink.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the point again.
I'm just scaring you time to top up the screen.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the point again. The standard that they build, the A1 roads to are totally higher standards that they build all the other roads them to. The road them on the scene, what we call parochial roads and thing, the standard for those are way less than the standards that they build the major highways for. This is not highway 1000 we are talking.
Why is that so? Why is that?
Because those roads are super expensive to build. And if we were to build those other roads to that standard, you would find that they don't have enough money to stretch. Jamaica is one of the top 10 countries in the world in terms of density, the highest density in road network, the top 10 countries.
6 miles to 3 miles. What type of structure that was given?
6 miles to 3 miles is a highway standard road that they design it to.
My last driver, I drive it
on the Mandela Highway. That's a highway standard road that they. Alright, guys, Dino. No, Dino. The host asked me. The host asked an important question. I really want to answer that question. I understand that you want to talk about GLP man, Bonup Road and thing. I don't really want to talk about that. All right? So let me get back to what the host said, because it's a big question. Why didn't they do it for all the other roads before? It's simply a question of money. And in this country, where we hardly have enough money to invest in hospitals, hardly have enough money to invest in the police, hardly have enough money to invest in schools, what they simply had done was reduce the standard that they should have built most of these roads to and see if they can maintain it and go and hold it. At some point in time now, with what we're seeing happening, because apart from climate change, one of the things that's happening is what we call the urbanization of most of the towns where there are more concreted surfaces, more development. You end up getting more water on your roads. See? And what we just say is that the problem is now becoming very, very clear that simply maintaining the roads and just resurfacing them will not be enough, which is why they came up with the Spark program. They didn't come up with it in an election year. They came up with it 2 years ago. Remember, so back in 2020, JLP present themselves as the carpet government, you know, the carpet, them a maintain road left, right, center and back.
The engineer, big guy come in, please.
Yeah, man, go on, talk.
Every time you talk, you put you dig a hole for yourself.
That's how I'm ready.
Listen, the engineer, you say maintain the road left, right, and center. Listen me, you know. Listen me good, what I tell you. You see, you already know what I talk about? 1999. The road they done. And listen me now, till now at 26 years. Anyway, you see patrol on the road from the road there, and where you can see people demonstrate on Bun Road, and then cut out what you put in pipe, and then so. But
you, Richard, some of the road cut out was not, no pipe was laid. You can't tell about peace where then a labor guy came from America and decided to campaign heavy with the JLP. And then give him, I don't know him as a contractor.
Dino, let me say this to you. There's no road in Jamaica. Dino, just listen to me. Just listen to me, Dino.
May I listen to you?
There is no road in Jamaica. There is no road in Jamaica that is about 30 years old that when you look on it, doesn't need some amount of reconstruction work to it. There's none. Once the road is heavily trafficked, there is no road in Jamaica
when
heavily trafficked.
When Peel finished the road.
Both the JLP and PMP, me go ask something because I want to find out something from the PMP and the JLP.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Look at one love. Let me tell him some correct him or something. So this is bullshit. When Peel finished that piece of road,
no, wait. Dino, hold up. You're a doctor, right?
That's no, me not tell him my profession.
I think we talk about it. No, Dino, I think we talk already. Just respect certain things. You don't have to say about no bullshit. No, you don't have to go down. No, you don't have to go down that way because you actually.
I find out something for everybody.
I prefer you tell me you don't agree with me, but stop telling me that I'm bullshitting you because you're a man who read for your degree the same way me read for my degree. So if me share information from my profession, don't step out and call it bullshit.
Engineer, are you?
I would never call. I would never. You would never give me some advice on medicine, and I call it bullshit. I would not do that.
Good. Look here.
Are you an engineer? The engineer?
Pablo.
Which department of the Ministry of Construction you were?
Pablo.
I'm hearing your quotes.
Just give me a minute. Look, just because I want to find out some things in the answer. I want to put out some things that I want to really know.
All right, one love. Yes. I've been asking back a question, you know.
Yeah. Because I want to know if the Prime Minister I tell me the truth or if a lie. Because I just put out it now both to the JLP and to the PMP, you know, all right. Because I listen to the Parliament Tuesday gone. Pertaining to road. Me the Prime Minister say like because I was in Jamaica December. Me leave Jamaica from 2009. All right. You see, after me say this, me going to give everybody a minute to just answer me because I want to learn and to know if a real truth or if a lie or how we go, you know? All right. The Prime Minister say, like the road, because they admit say the road them bad enough. So me the Prime Minister say in 2013, 14 and 15, the road is no better than it is now. So I want to know if I true the Prime Minister did that because when me come to Jamaica December, when me leave it 2009, me never see road like that. So I want to know if when you say if a real thing from 2013, the road them bad until now like that. Me give everybody a minute if just make me just learn and know if I true. Or if I lie the Prime Minister tell her what. Everybody have a minute. So whoever wants to start first can open their mic and take them minute.
Before PJ Patterson leave office, him decide to work on roads in Jamaica. Can decide one thing to be productive, you must be able to move your goods from one point to another at a faster rate. So they started a massive road program in Jamaica. When PJ delete office and Portia took over, the program slowed down a little bit. Because Peter Phillips' idea was don't do all of them one, just do so much roads one time. You repeat them a little by little. So there was a slowdown in most of the maintenance and of these roads. Now it never stopped. but the pace was slow down. I don't know where the engineer get film ideas from, but I can tell from I witnessed the JLP in order to compensate them JLP supporters. I'd given out contract to cut roads out there. Nothing was wrong with the road. Cut it out, check it out, and then do some foolish and throw mall in it. And any section we can name those 2 contracts, 3 contracts the JLP had given those contractors to compensate them. One is now dead because somebody did, it's kind of general, they analyze him.
No, Dino, look here, when me asked a while ago, more have to know if I found 2013 until now, I saw the road them bad for real, or if
No, sir. No.
B, it
No,
can't
sir.
be.
Yeah, so next somebody take them minute and then go now.
Yeah, let me go real quick.
Okay, sure. Let me
Sorry,
let me
go
tell
ahead.
this. What Dino is saying is simply not true.
No,
Back in a
danger,
PJ time,
you have
back
talked
in a
long
PJ
time,
time,
you.
the big mantra. No, I'll be finishing a minute. I'll be finishing 1 minute.
Your 1 minute.
Back in PJ time, the big
1
mantra.
minute, everybody, 1 minute.
Yeah, man, time it. 1 minute. The mantra back then was that we'll be pothole free in 2003 because of the problem with the roads. The technical people who work at the NWA, engineers and everything, they have consistently said that the money that is being put up to maintain the roads in Jamaica is way inadequate. They quoted a figure that ran in the tens of billions of dollars. I think it went over $100 billion. Annually, they put up maybe around what? Maybe around $5 billion in today's money, roughly, in terms of maintaining the road. So it has been inadequate. I find it weird that a professional engineer working at NWA, and they're the ones who decide the particular roads which are to be worked on, would decide to look on a brand new road and dig it up for no reason, simply because they want to give somebody a money. There are many other roads that they can fix in Jamaica, because Jamaica about 27,000 kilometers of road. So they don't need to dig up new roads or good roads to find work to give somebody. Sure, no problem. Thanks.
Let me ask you something. What was wrong with the road in Albany when Will was given the contract for go cut it and fix it back? What was wrong with the road?
Dino, I didn't see the road. But if a professional engineer went there and said that work needed to be done on it, I am going to trust that person. Okay. Don't do a day in the profession and tell me that they might dig up road just to give people money. It's foolishness here. There are many bad roads already that exist in Jamaica that they can give them work on. They don't need to dig up good road. Okay?
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm
The engineer.
No. One second.
Yeah.
The engineer, open your mic.
May I listen to you? Let's go and ask a thing. It's windy where I am. Someone want to ask a question.
No, this is for you, even though you don't answer me, I want to know
yeah,
if
man, I'll answer you. Just go on. I don't want the wind to interrupt you.
Yeah. All right. I want to know if the road is the same condition it was in 2013 that it is in now, because that's what the Prime Minister say.
I've never done a survey to be able to determine that. So for me to give for me to give a definite statement, it's 27,000 kilometers of road, I would have had to have done a survey. So I've never done a survey, so I cannot give a comment like that. I would not go out there and give a comment like that.
Gentlemen, I can't give me a quick
Prime Minister say that, okay. All right, the Prime Minister say that.
Yeah, but remember that.
Long time there, I can't give me a quick minute.
Yeah, man. You want to
remember that the Prime Minister have the Prime Minister have the benefit of people who work at NWA who did an audit on the road.
Discussion come in, man.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Open discussion.
You, Richard, I have a comment. But in order for me to make sense of my comment, I'm going to ask you a simple question concerning Kingston, because I don't know Jamaica, but concerning
Kingston.
Open
discussion, 1 second. Open discussion. We're going to give you're new in the box, so we're going to give you 3 minutes, and we don't want nobody interrupt him. Just give him in 3 minutes, make him say what he must say, and just no disrespect, just Say we ask and then whosoever you want to answer you, you can tell them to answer you after you finish. Okay, so you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. And as I said, in order for me to give you my
yours.
In order for me to give you my comment, I'm just going to ask you personal, sir. I can't ask everybody. So I'm going to ask you personal in Kingston. Give me the name of any major thoroughfare in Kingston. Any one of them. Major.
Washington Boulevard.
Very good. Washington Boulevard is one of our major thoroughfare. Now, if you're talking about lifespan of a road, give me a lifespan of a road. Of that road. Are you may ask still, you know? I just one person want me to talk to. So somebody answer me now.
No, let me answer now. That road was
Just give me
wide.
a lifespan. You call
Wait,
the
man.
road.
Yes, the road,
We
man.
don't need
Yes,
just
the road.
stop talking about time and hear me, no, man. We don't need no explanation.
20 years. 20 years.
Sir, wait no, man. Sir, wait no. Wait no. You give me a road and I'm going to ask you the lifespan of the road. What is the lifespan of the road you say?
Let me say 20 years.
20 years, very good. So let me explain this to the panel and the whole Jamaica that listening. The lifespan that you give the road, 20 years, cannot work 10 years compared to now. And I'm going to explain to you why. 10 years ago, it's 500 car drive on that road. Today, 1,000 car drive on it. Panel on the list that make sense now. That's all I have to say.
All right, I can tell you something. I can respond to you. That's how we maintain road.
Well, I know.
How much time would we maintain resurface?
The government collect more money from gas tax then.
Open discussion. Open discussion.
Mr. Blair, me glad say him raise a point there, you know, because I'm going to ask him a question. What year was the Portmore legal road
Take it
built?
over Escobar. Yeah.
What year, Mr. Open Discussion, what year was the Portmore legal road built?
And as you was told before, and as you
And open discussion, let me ask you another question. When you go at the me I go put everything to you. Me I put everything to you so you can answer. Me I put everything to you so you can answer fairly. What year was the Portmore legal road built? If you look at the Portmore toll booth on a daily basis and you see car like never before, you always see car stretch out from Portmore toll road. You swear things see a car mat out there. Because you see every year cars, no matter how old them be. And we, as far as I can see, and as long as I can remember, me no see patrol pan that the road there. Me no see it. Your government come and outline. Thank you, Mark. Your government come and outline say him a build road for generations to come. So why is it that them elderly people back then could have cut stone and build up most of these places and it still look the barrier them are the with retaining wall can always remain same way. But when you put little thing pan road, by the time you look and couple rain it dig up. Yeah. That don't make no sense. So when you come justify road, you have to talk and talk but something makes sense. What the amount of car we are run for one road?
All the talking you come and talk you talk.
The road fix good. Amount of car we are run for it supposed to match up. Oh, you fix St. Thomas road and in less than 2 months the highway want to claim to fix down at St. Thomas. Look rainfall and lift up the highway and then contractor come tell the people them now say
same thing at 3 miles.
Mash up the road. And put more no mash up.
She asking me something as a comment. Look up in a kind of question that she asked.
Look, you're no man at one point. Me want to ask you a question, but me realize say after one time you not go give me no answer. We make no sense. You go only upset the people them.
But you're not giving me no
chance. You go upset the people them. How Portmore? You call Portmore swampland? Mind you know, me I put it out there in a context. You call Portmore swampland. That you call Portmore. That you not tag it as. Yet still swampland road can't withstand. Swampland road can withstand hurricane, it can withstand earthquake, it can withstand everything. So why is it that now? When you look at one piece of road now, you go on to the road.
Open discussion mentioned them
justify these things when you come on to bad road.
Ms. Escobar, open discussion said it was built for 500 cars and over
I never said was built for that. No.
That's an example. We never address somebody in the comment section because let me tell you.
Why would
No,
you
we
stop?
had an open discussion at one point. You get very annoying to the people now, and I realize. Because
All right, open discussion. Do you not think they call forecasting?
No, sir, but you get back to the argument before we reach the forecasting. Here is a man I said, I didn't say that. What I'm saying,
I said, I gave an example, mom. And then you said that. I said, you gave an example.
If you have a pair of shoes, if you have 2 pair of shoes and you wear one more than one, the one that you wear more is going to finish. Now, back to the lady now. We attack. Listen, and you was told that before by the engineer, and the world knows this. The highway leg of toll, for one, the highway leg of toll do not carry the amount of traffic that the boulevard carry. Right? That's one. For 2, the highway leg of road is built different. It is built different from that stretch of road. So I just understand that now. What wanna talk about?
So hold on, open discussion. So why the St. Thomas Road escaping to nearby bushes?
Let me explain the St. Thomas Road now, right? And no matter how you look upon it, this is one thing none of us going to be, right? Mother Nature. And other from Mother Nature, listen to me again, just listen. Other from Mother Nature, the Chinese government gave the contract, and because the Jamaican people them say, the local people them engineer them not getting no work. Listen, you ask, let me explain. You ask, let me explain.
Government.
You ask me a question. Give me a chance to explain. That's why me can't talk for now, you know. Give me a chance to explain. You ask a question. Listen to the answer to the question that you asked. All of that talk and not go and give nobody no chance to talk. There's no reasoning no go, sir. You ask a question, be a man. The government of Jamaica gave the Chinese the contract.
Are you a licensed engineer?
No, me an idiot.
Then shut your damn mouth.
Eh? No. Listen to the idiot, because the question was asked on no people enough. For even say why you ask the first, are you going to be a question make him answer?
yeah, make answer. All right.
No, me can't reason you don't know. You know say
No.
I'm not doing that. And the people on there for reason.
Guys, 1 second, please, everybody, please. Open discussion.
Let me say something before, yeah?
You're making go because I give him 3 minutes. He asks all kind of question, everybody. So I'm confident the program.
All right,
you
see the person when I asked about the road we built from Port Maria side to Negril. Yeah, continue. On that road when I just leave high school, 2001. Yeah. But the person that talk about the cutting out of the road, it happened for true. But then come on and eat the sham and do it and say there's some part of the road that's slippery. And that's what they did and cut out the road to give their friend the work. So it happened for true. So the person overseas what they are trying to find out.
You're the engineer?
Them cut it
DJ,
out.
hear that?
Them cut it out and say it caused accident to the material that them use, and it based on the white lime, and they have a number of stuff. But
you know the engineers that done it. You realize how much labs they set up. When Pill was doing it, Pill set up labs all over the place. Every material that went on road has to go through lab tests.
Sorry guys, I didn't hear the comment. The person can repeat what they're saying.
All right, may the person repeat.
No, I never heard the comment. Let me hear the person talk again.
Repeat same bill.
Yeah. You got the contract to take out patches on the road. And they base it up and say that the material was causing slippeage and caused a lot of accident, and that's what they did. And remove it and put it. If you drive on it now.
91 first. Which road was that? No, take your time. Which road was that?
What do you mean, which road? The road where you are doing that.
The same ones on
the come here on our bully platform and them. And I'm saying, we're willing to have dialogue with you, you know.
Okay, let me see. All right, guys. The road.
Hold on, man. You're object.
The road that they had
engineer,
a problem with the on was on the North Coast Highway.
Wait, man, just wait. You cannot do it so. Your road, you discuss a road with a person. And the person come and tell you how the road.
Which
how the
road
how
are
the
you
road
all
move.
talking about?
You know, listen, brother, listen. Listen, you have to talk about which road, like, you know, like I know the road you did have dialogue for a while ago. Come like you don't know what you say, brother.
No. The road that they had, the road that they had the material slippage on is on the North Coast Highway.
No.
That was the road.
No.
Road that they complained about the surface.
No. All right, hold on, Richard.
He's so
Richard,
slippery. That was on the North
Richard.
Coast. Listen to me. Don't try to tell me anything. I know the thing.
Engineer,
I know
who got
the
the contract to cut the road? Is he a contractor? Is he an engineer?
Which road?
The same road.
Same road, nigga, to Port Antonio.
Right, the same road. So I know you're going on the thing like say you don't know the road. Answer the question, brother.
Hey, yo, listen to me, guys. Wanna go calm down? Wanna go calm down and tell me which road are you talking about?
Hold on, you.
The road that they had material slippage. The road that they had.
Which section of the road? Which section of the road are the slippage?
Hold on, Dino. The road where you discussed a while ago. That is the road where the question throw back to you the answer. Where you ask which road for? Like you said the people them before.
Me I discussed. No. Big man, my mic was closed. I wasn't discussing the road a while ago.
3 minutes on the road.
Which me did I discuss? Which road you hear me talk about?
The engineer.
Big man, I spoke about roads in general, but which road you are talking about?
Wait. The engineer. The road of Dino, it's the road of Dino in a talk about. The road of Dino talk about from Nick Grill. Wait a man, the road of Dino talk about from Nick Grill to man, dig up the road. Here's a man. Wait now. So I eat a gentleman.
Yeah, man, from the Grill to Port, no, from the Grill to Port Antonio is North Coast Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying, yes, there was a section of that they had to dig up. The section very close to Braco.
No, what's about Albany? No, say about Albany and some section.
What do you mean not no? Hey. No, wait. What do you mean not no go? Yo, I don't like talk to man who don't know nothing in the field and I try to talk like.
But all right, the engineer.
You don't know.
Me use the road. I use the road every day. So me ask the engineer. All right. The person who was given the contract to cut out the road.
Do you know the section very close? You know the section going down? No. Dino. You know the section going down the hill very close to Braco?
What will I know?
That was the section that they had seen.
Why would they cut out in St. Mary Johnson have slippage problem?
Yeah, I know that. So what is the question?
Sections of St. Mary and St. have slippage problem
Yeah.
too, when nothing was wrong with the road.
Nothing wrong with the road because them go back and test the road. And we wonder why them cut up better, why them pull on the road there.
No, wait. You're saying no, wait. You're saying that there was
nothing was wrong with it. Just some money.
No, man. Hold on. I'm saying.
No, big man, not do that.
What do you mean?
No, do that. A foolishness.
Hold on, Gloshian. CM Builders is also telling that.
I know it's
There were actual traffic. There were actual accidents. You know, there were traffic accidents.
CM Builders just tell you, he also work on the legal road I'm talking about. And the couple pieces of section as I told you.
Remember, so the reason I'm cut it out, and the reason I'm cut it out is because of accidents. You know, there are accidents on the street, and it's that force them to make the
road
change.
never ever thought because the road solid. Me drive them the road. No time.
Why is
because some that forget some money released to them throwing it.
Oshane, the contract,
Oshane, what do you do for a living? Oshane, what do you do for a living? Hey, Oshane, what do you do for a living?
Let me answer for you.
No.
Oshane, let me answer for you.
You do material testing for a living. Do you do material testing for a living? No, do you do material testing for a living?
Oshane, no, that's not Oshane. Me could have start move in like a
you, let me get that up because me have a question. Me have a Hugh.
No, I don't want
Me
ridiculous.
have a question. Me
A man
really
does,
want to
a
ask
man
the
does not
engineer as
material
regards
things.
the road.
And then he says that money
Well,
makes.
if you have
The
no money in
engineer,
the
you just have
engineer,
me.
don't tell a lie for me.
Wait there.
You have to have on the road where them see the
Ocean
contract
mute.
out to.
Ocean
We're not calling
mute.
no
I'm
scam, brother.
Ocean, me don't
Noise, man. Too much
talk to
noise.
you.
Too much
Me don't
noise.
talk to you, Ocean.
Don't tell no
It's
lie
just
to me,
foolishness
brother.
you're on
Don't tell no
the
lie,
line
brother.
attack,
You're
man.
not calling no
Foolishness,
scam,
man.
make it
brother.
come
No,
You
you're
know,
too
you
much.
contract. A scam,
Ocean,
never
man.
say you the
We have
engineer.
someone new in here.
Mute the mic.
I'm call. You can open the mic and put a point to make we hear where I say call.
Yeah.
One no, me have a question and me need to ask the engineer because them are raise the whole point out
Make
road.
sure ask the engineer and then me come in.
Yeah.
Wait, when I asked about the road as it regards St. Thomas versus Portmore Road and how Portmore Road no mash up and it withstand so much hurricane and whatever versus St. Thomas Road, the reason was because of poor material. That is the response now. Poor material, and the contractor admits that it was poor material. My question is, was it really poor material because the money never enough to buy the proper material, or is it a case where the money was there but because what it have to swindle up in a people pocket? And the next question I want to ask
Miss Escobar,
wait the engineer, and the next question I want to add to that is, why is it that you realize that a contractor, you give them a contract like that and they mess up the contract and the reason was poor material or workman problem, and then you now take the same contractor with mash up a $1 billion project like that and you put him in a next constituency or next area to do another road, an incompetent individual contractor you take and have all around Jamaica still do the same road them where people are complaining about.
Miss Escobar, I mean, say that was a scam. Engineer
Escobar, you know who was the provider of the material for that road? Was St. Thomas?
All right, Escobar, I'm gonna answer in a minute. Let me just come out of the noise.
The person who provided the material, the Prime Minister's mouth, he said it was poor material. And the material was provided by the JLP counselor from Yals.
Dino, Mrs. Ocean, there's a lot of people take benefit and of course we are course say, you know, because listen to me, people want to listen, people here we are course are confusion. If you're debunk the engineer, we're telling done there debunk him. You can't make him attack and you're telling him say a lie and tell that.
Hold on, you. Everybody need a chance to talk.
Make me finish.
Hold on, man. Everybody need a chance to talk.
Make me finish.
You say me I say.
Make me finish.
When me respond to it,
Make me finish.
Look here.
Let me finish, please.
Hold on,
Please.
Ocean, let me finish. I'll come ready, come like that.
I'm saying something to you, me now.
Ocean, let me don't talk. Ocean, let me shut up. Ocean, let me don't talk and listen. Ocean,
me have to work out to me, and that am I right?
But you can't be a different liberty, and you have to liberty every day. Ocean, you have to liberty every day, you are doing the same thing when I'm do. Make him man and finish that.
You can't tell me that, my yo. Look here, man.
You make it rest. You make it rest. Make him go and talk. Make it rest.
All
Go
right,
and talk.
all right.
You make it rest. Make it rest. Go and talk, Oshie.
Open your box now, Russian. Your time. You have a minute. To express your feelings.
Oshie, your time. Go and talk.
Everybody have a minute.
First of all, let me say this. The engineer, you mixed up the thing a while ago. Me never call you a scammer. You tell a lie for me. That's all. And let me tell you this.
I never said you call me a scammer. No. I never said you call me a scammer. I said I find it I find it ridiculous for somebody who doesn't work in the field, for somebody who's not a material tester in engineering, go and get up and say the man them go and fix the road. By the way, the reason them fix it is because of accidents on the road. Where people were slipping on the road. And you get up and you make up all of this without
my
evidence.
time for talk, and your time, you get your time for talk. Listen to me. My time for talk. My time for talk. The road when me discuss about, when me say when them cut out the road, them test it, and they have separate asphalt. Me say that was a release to some job scam. See? Me never did call you scam. and you come like a while and I say me call you scammer.
Mr. For the fifth time, you didn't call me a scammer and I never said that. I said it's stupidness you talk for you call the man them scammer when you don't have no evidence.
So true, hold on now. So true, if me I drive on the road.
Move along.
Me see a patrol in the road.
Move along.
Me see
Big man, if a road is slippery, it's a scientific test them though. It's a scientific
Mute and allow him to talk.
Alright,
And then
so
you
you're
talk.
trying to everybody mute and give all a
Make a
minute.
point and left him out tight.
All right.
Yo, you know what? You wanna go and talk, man.
Mute.
Because you see right now.
No,
Ocean.
Ocean.
Go and talk.
Ocean.
Go and
Mute
talk.
and make answer. Ocean.
Everybody
Let me answer Escobar. Escobar ask a nice question. More answer Escobar.
Yes, all right.
Escobar, just remind me of the question. You asked two good questions. One answer them.
One, as it regards the roadway, where me did I say it with the contractor, because it out there so the contractor realized that a bad material, bad material or poor material do the road. The question I may ask is, was it a case where the funds wasn't enough to get the correct material for the road, as in the requirement for a road for asphalt? Is it a case where them couldn't get the amount of money to put it to that standard? Or is it a case where them keep on a rehire incompetent contractors, even though them go other places, go mess up other works, which is actually causing the problem in Jamaica now with the road network?
Okay, all right. One, it's not because they didn't get the money. They're paid the same rate for every section of the road. The report that I got was that is around somewhere like 2% of the road had that problem. So they did whatever. Let's say them the 100 kilometers of road, 2 kilometers of it had the problem that they discovered. But they were paid the same rate for all 100 kilometers. So why would you only have the problem with that one? It can't be because of money. The question that you asked about reusing competent contractor. Now, how do you penalize a contractor? If a contractor did a piece of work and he got most of it, 98% of it right, would you put him on a blacklist and call him incompetent? Most people in the practice would say no. But I'll agree with you with this. There are contractors in the business that do poor work. And right now, I don't think that we don't have a system in place where these contractors are penalized as a result. That's a systemic problem that we have had ever since. For whatever reason, I've seen contractors do very poor work, more than 2% clearly, like just very, very poor work. And they're able to go on and bid on another government project. And once they're on the national, whatever that list is, the contract list, once they're registered, you really don't have anything to say that you can't give them the work because they're following we have to follow the legal requirement. So I think that we need to have a system in place where when contractors finish work, that somebody maybe from the contractor general's office, or them call themselves Integrity Commission, they have a department that deal with that, where there should be some sort of a grading thing that is done. And if contractors do poor work, they're penalized in getting work in the future. We don't have such a system now, or they're not using the system. I don't think that anybody's using such a system now. But for a contractor, to your question, for a contractor that made a mistake on around 2% of the project, you would not penalize that contractor going forward because it's covered by the defects liability period. The contractor is still required to fix it. So, you wouldn't penalize a contractor for that.
All right.
May I answer your question?
I'm glad you mentioned it. So the first part, when me ask you say the contractor get the money and nothing but shortage of money. Why? With the road project itself. All right then. So the engineer, like one a shortage of money, and you have a specific way of building the road when it comes on to the asphalt and everything. Why is it that the reason now is poor material? If you get the money to do everything, Wait, no,
No,
no. If
supervision
you
is
get
a
the money, all right. You a
yeah,
contractor,
man. I
you
hear
give
you,
me a price to
Escobar.
build me
Escobar,
house.
answering you. Answering you.
The,
Supervision
the
is a big
engineer.
part of it.
The engineer
Remember,
want
Wait, no, no, wait, no,
all
no.
right, 1 minute.
Me a
Let me
contractor,
think
you give me an estimate of how much to build me house. Me buy block, steel, everything for you, right? And then now you start my work. When me look, me realize me have problem with me ceiling. And when me come back to you now, remember, so me give you material to do my work, you know, even order extra to do my work. And then now when me come on my ceiling a leak, you go look for me, tell me say I have poor material when me have extra sand outside to put on same way. So I'm asking the question, say that not sound right, because if you say no
Mr.
shortage of
Escobar,
money, make the road. If
Mr.
you say no
Escobar, the
All right,
shortage
Prime
of
all
Minister,
right,
money,
all right.
Mr.
It
all
take
Escobar,
a
right,
long
all
I
right,
time.
go
Let
say
me
the
Escobar,
finish
contractor
one
have to
Escobar, let me
second.
order the
answer you.
material and put on to do the work.
Escobar,
So why is it
yeah,
that now the
Escobar,
road
Escobar,
built
let me
now
The
and I put
let,
the
engineer,
let me
material
answer you.
out?
Let me answer you.
Look here,
let
one
me have a
Escobar,
second.
let me
question
answer
with
you.
the
The
engineer.
engineer, the engineer more ask one something first. One
The
second.
engineer, beg on our
Because me
talk,
a listen
please.
keenly, you know. No, just 1 second, 1 second.
I know me.
Because me listen and me hear or the engineer attack, me just want to ask him something. The engineer, are you a part of the government? Because based upon how you're talking, it seems like you're like
No, I don't work. I don't
working
work in
here.
government. I don't work in government.
But you are saying we,
Oh,
we,
sound like
we.
the quality or the quantity surveyor.
No, because you keep on saying we, this, we, that. So that's why I want to
No,
know.
I'm just saying how an engineer or a project manager would look on it. So using it like
And next thing
if
again, the
I was
engineer,
a project
the
manager on a
engineer,
project. This is
the
One love,
engineer.
I have a problem here doing it because the
all right.
Prime Minister addressed that center
One
mass
love,
Dino,
one
problem.
love, one love. I'm
Dino,
answering you
when
as
can
best
beg
as
on
I
our
can.
talk.
All right,
More answer the final thing what
Yeah,
Escobar
but
asked.
the
You know.
engineer,
She asked a good follow up question.
the
look,
engineer.
Carl, you're going to
Ma
give you
we, ma we
3
link
minutes
with,
now.
ma we just deal with Escobar
Carl, if
and
you're
then a
ready for
your
your
time
3 minutes,
call.
we're going to give you a 3 minute.
Yeah. Let me just finish up with
All
Escobar and
right,
a
let
your
the
time call.
engineer finish up and then Carl, you have
Escobar.
3 minutes to land your point.
Yeah. Escobar, quality control is a big thing, and supervision is also a big thing. On a project like that, the main contractor is more than likely subcontracting sections of it out to different subcontractors. So you can have a significant drop in the outcome from one section where a set of contractor deal with it to a next contractor. You can have issues where they just didn't supervise it to ensure that it was properly compacted. All right, or it was compacted in the required layers. You could also have a problem with the material that they get from the lab, that they get from the mine, because you can have the same quarry that produce two totally different material in terms of the truckload. So it could just be an issue where they just had poor supervision and poor quality control measures involved, and that caused the problem.
The engineer, before you go on to Carl Lewis, the contractor wouldn't ask the quality surveyor to even look at the work the subcontractors do, or to have oversight of the subcontractors. That's what you're saying?
Repeat the question.
Me say, wouldn't the contractor, the main contractor, quantity or quality surveyors have oversight, responsibility, even with the subcontractors?
All right, so there's no such thing called a quality survey. You're talking about a quantity survey, but he deals with money. He deals with measuring up the work. What you'll have on a project like that is that you'll have engineers who are walking the project and they are inspecting the work and trying to ensure that the work is properly done. But even in a system like that, even in a system like that where you have engineers on the project, they might not see everything. They might not see everything. And at the end of the day,
the engineer,
it's still the responsibility of the contractor to do it
properly.
properly.
Just want one question, please. Come in and have a knowledge of it. You what you say? You don't have quality surveyor or what you say?
We don't have somebody called a quality surveyor. There's something called a quantity surveyor. Who's the man?
No. You have to have surveyors. Hold on. You have to have surveyors there because when you see them putting out those instruments, it's not all of them materialized. Some are only as level.
That is called a land surveyor. Hey, Dino.
Land surveyors.
Land surveyor. That's a different person. So you have land surveyors, you have quantity surveyors, you do not have quality surveyors.
Two different things.
Two different things. The quantity is the amount. Yeah? The quantity. Meaning how much yard depends on how much acre, how much mile of road you fix. The quality have to be the person who deal with the quality of road. You
No,
must
the engineer will know. The engineer will know the quality. The engineer, because that's a part of he studies construction engineering, so he will know the quality and how much material to put onto the road.
Exactly. So him a part of the quality. So you have to have quality and quantity.
Quality control.
Yeah. Are you a time engineer?
All right.
Not my time. I answer Escobar. Escobar, you got to answer your question.
Carl.
Remember, say me a wait to hear.
Call 3 minutes. Call you have 3 minutes. Go on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Me da like say this to Escobar first, DJ. We having this problem here for decades now. And we try to skirt around it. But in my views, the contractors them, our local contractors them are thief. Some of them want for just put it up, but them are thief and them are short change just for decades, for years. So no care who and which part you get them from, we will always have the problem. Mark you, we always have said, let us empower and let us give our local contractor work because I'm living in the country and them entitled to. But no, you can't police these people because them just have a style of dishonesty. Them give 20% on a scale of 1 to 10, where the work is concerned. Them only give 10% on out of 100. Them only give 10% of work and I collect for 100. So
Carl, I addressed that problem earlier on, and I've cited many of these contractors.
Okay, well, great. Me never about. So we have
what most of these contractors will tell you, once they get the bids to go on these projects, the MP normally comes in and say, I want too much percentage out of it.
Yeah, and that may be true for true. But
so what is happening to them? They have to cut whatever money because as a contractor you have staff to pay, you have material to pay for.
That for them argument. So you got argument that
what is going to suffer is the road. You can't put poor quality and less material.
I feel them argument for come up with a short change the country. And that I feel them excuse for the shabby work.
Me have the experience, Me see a big JLP contract. He had to run away because he might run from an MP. The last contract he say, nah, give him $1 out of it. And that MP
understand that. And
that MP went to the speaker house and said, how my teeth me say, I feel consistency, I build road and I build much houses.
Yeah, man. But the next question I want to ask, and this is a political question, but maybe you and you, the two of you that Dino, you Blair, and you Richard can answer. And maybe Ross too can answer. What we really want to ask, are we saying that the road in a worse position than the 18.5 years and the 4.5 years? Just answer that for me, one hour.
The Prime Minister say yes. The Prime Minister said so.
Yeah, because we never have national emergency. We never have road as national emergency.
Don't tell a lie about the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister don't say nothing like that.
Carl, you really can't tell we say Prime Minister don't say nothing. So one of people don't find the Prime Minister.
Me say the Prime Minister tell us the road in a worse position than when PNP did in a 18.5 years.
Look at never in the history. Never in the history of Jamaica, roads were classified as a national emergency. Never. So we have to say, at the worst is it ever been?
No. We were told when Bobby Pickett's skill was the Ministry of Road that we will be pothole free by 2003 and 2003 bypass. So don't come with that, man.
The Prime Minister. Carl, the Prime Minister declared our roads as a national disaster.
Yes, but that does not mean say. That don't mean say. Sorry, Charles. That don't mean say. That don't mean say. The road. That don't mean say.
Since 2003, the JLP not power 14 years. Mute Mr. Blair.
Mr. Blair, come out and come back in. One love, take out Mr. Blair and put him back up.
All right, let me answer Mr. Richard. The Prime Minister declared the road as national disaster, as what we say. We all hear that. But the Prime Minister never said,
and we are looking, that don't mean say the road in a worse position than the 18.5 years, not the 4.5 years. So don't come with that, man.
Hugh Richards, there was a reason why he declared it a national emergency, is so that he could get immediate spending on the roads. He did spark and realize that to push through projects of that magnitude will end up holding you like 2 years. It took them 2 years to get the approval to the spark. And when he announced it as a national emergency, that allowed him to be able to have a thing, what you call it, direct appointment of contractors on it. They didn't have to go through a very time-consuming, competitive bidding process to get work done on the road. That was the main reason why he declared it an emergency.
No.
So engineer, you mean to tell me, say, the entire time
that reason the Prime Minister give out these contracts and you don't prepare a road surface, you throw the barber green on raw dirt?
So,
No,
the engineer, yeah, say,
Dino, let me be smarter than this. The Prime Minister is not standing up on the corner watching every road project and supervising the road project. So if you go on a road project and a contractor is doing foolishness, it is silly to say the contractor the Prime Minister make him do that.
Hey, guys,
I never tell us the Prime Minister.
one second.
What I said.
You can give me a second, please. We go and play something, make everybody hear. Everybody mute, please. Mute.
Problem to Jamaica. What makes matters worse in Jamaica is that our situation is compounded by 30 years of neglect and underinvestment in our infrastructure, including our roads. And if you were to look at when this neglect was most intense, when was this neglect of our roads most intense? I don't need to answer that question. I think every Jamaican knows that when that side is in power, when that side is running the economy, there is no revenues to maintain the roads. So the destruction of the roads, Mr. Speaker, is very well the PNP fault. If they were maintaining the roads from all of those years coming, we would be in this position. Climate change. To blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years. And you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. And that's just the reality of it. There used to be a road maintenance fund, which was established and funded to support road maintenance programs. That was put to an end under the JLP government to help to finance some of the loans that were taken from China, as it was in that case, to finance some of the major road projects. Jamaica's had decades of major road projects, but very little road maintenance. And what bothers me about your approach is that it's going to continue into the future if you are allowed to continue in government. There will be inadequate maintenance as a permanent feature of your government's regime, because you're continue to be fixated on major road projects, because no doubt the benefits that flow, that can be the collateral benefits that flow from those major road projects, of which we are all aware. But the road maintenance, which is what the people want to see, the interior roads, the community roads, even the scheme roads, which you said the government is not responsible for. The government fixes entire parameters of how roads are addressed in the country. The decision whether to take over or leave roads without any proper superintendent is a government decision. You can't shirk responsibility for scheme roads because you say developers developed and it was never handed over. These are schemes which have been in this situation for year after year after year with no proper arrangement for dealing with the fixing of the roads in those schemes. So you said something about when you start to shout, you know, the stone lick. Well, apparently it doesn't lick. That's why you're shouting at me now. So Mr. Speaker. Hold for me, please.
All right, that's it. So anyone want to open their mic and say something about what?
Yeah, I want Mr. You and especially Rasoul, because Rasoul let us say something. We don't like him defend it. Seriously.
We no need to defend nothing. The current leader say what him say and him no wrong.
Yeah, but you see,
You cannot
and my prime minister said, hold on,
man. You're in power for 9 years. Zin, road is something we have to fix. It's not a question. It must be fixed and maintained. And you wait till way down in the last your term when election about to call to jump up and decide say you're gonna start do something and then you're gonna blame it on the previous administration.
Rasoul,
It's 2 years ago they came up with this, you know.
Make me hear your reason for 2 minutes. What's 1 minute? You're not speaking.
Rasoul is 2 years ago they spoke about sparking. And this year, 2 years ago.
Yes, but they've been there for 9 years. Spark should have been a part of some form of the first budget. You should wait till the last part of the second term.
The engineer, make me answer Rasoul, please. Let me talk to Rasoul.
No problem.
Rasoul, are you saying to me or to us, say the JLP government don't fix the road from them coming up power? That is what you said?
I am saying.
No, man. That's a direct question. Are you saying that the JLP government don't fix the road from them coming up power? And that is what you said?
Me I say them not do the amount that them need to do.
And I am saying to you, you remember when Nigel Clark did a talk about the carpet argument? You remember? You know how much road fix sometimes? You know how much road usually maintain? The problem is Rasoul, and you must accept it.
We no call. You tell me, say we have 5 road in East Kingston, 3 in North Kingston. Tell me, don't say me know how much. Cause you saying that, tell me how much fix.
Rasoul, may I beg me?
Wait
a minute. Beg me. Let me say something. All right, listen. The engineer tell we on this platform that during the 9 years, this government had maintained and fixed the most road in Jamaica. How then is the Prime Minister now saying that the reason why they road them in this condition is because the PMP in their 18 years ago, never maintained the road?
And what is wrong with that? What are you
You Richards, I'm going to tell you again.
No,
the roads are at no. The roads are at the end of their life cycle. Simply paving them is not enough.
Answer the question.
No. I'm telling you.
What is the life cycle from 6 miles to 3 miles? Me answer that question already.
I'm from St. Thomas. I'm from Harborview to St. Thomas.
But both of those roads have the same pavement thickness. Most of the roads that we're talking about, do they have the same pavement thickness as well?
DJ, wait now.
You're not talking to fools. Dino,
me hear you talking a pure foolishness here, talk. Straight up.
Well, all right.
The things you have to just chill and stick to your profession.
Allow you to attack Dino, I know.
What you mean I can't do that? When we make a point and this man come look for me and tell me about his bullshit talking. I'm going to tell him it's foolishness matter because I'm straight rubbish about the mouth.
You have the right.
Lego that, man. Lego that. You know, engineer. Lego that.
DJ,
No. Listen, man. There's no hard feelings between the engineer and myself.
Yeah, man. Be a big man over here.
No. There's no hard feelings with me and Dino. Seriously.
Listen part me I go Dino now. The way me I go Dino engineer. Engineer, listen me now, you say. Engineer, we don't want to confuse more me confused. The engineer say in the last 9 years. Listen what me I say now. DJ say in the last 9 years, this government maintain and fix more road than any other government. The engineer said that. Someone know how know the prime minister said the reason why the road is in this condition is because 1989 to 2007, 18 years ago, the PMP did not maintain the roads. And
so we not understand that.
We don't talk, no, man. Listen now. I remember, 18 years ago. 8 years ago. And so that 18 years there, the JLP governed the country for 14 of the 18 years. So wouldn't you say the JLP must be blamed for not maintaining the road during the last 18 years?
Hugh Richards.
You notice something?
We'll look at a couple. No, let me answer you.
Answer.
Number one, over the last 30 years, 40 years even, no government on both sides have been able to put enough money to properly maintain the roads. Some have done better than some. So like over the last few years, the Labour government did better than the PNP government before it. But even when you sit down and you look at, let me finish. Even when you look at what the Labour government did, it still was not enough. And it's only now that they have come up with this program called Spark that they have been able to come up with a program that can properly address the roads. Now, you ask me why did Rasul asks, why didn't they do it earlier in their cycle? And there's a simple reason for that. They decided to focus on crime and health care.
They decided to get the road match up to the road national crisis before them fix it.
No, but Hugh Richards, we are not a company with limitless resources. We are not a country with limitless resources. They took the decision that they're going to put the money in education and health and crime.
In what?
Yes.
In what?
Don't forget
education.
Don't forget COVID.
Where there is engineer. DJ, say very reason you kind of mute and mess up. Listen me now.
No.
Listen.
No. There's another point with that.
No man, the point. No one the point where you say left, me man.
The next point, but a Ross told me answer that you. No, so Ross told the engineer. No, wait a man. No, you Richard. Since we are got Ross. But when me I go say, but let me finish. I go make sense we are got Ross. I see him to me as a listen. No. Let me answer Ross. No. Hey, you Richards, it's going to take me 30 seconds. It will take me 30 seconds and then you can go to town. No, Rasul, also, I know that the government also had plans for some funds that they got when they sold, I think it was Wigton. And I can't remember if it was Trans, but definitely Wigton.
Wigton not sell. Them put it on the stock exchange.
A pipeline for sell, I think.
Wait a minute. Stop. What do you mean Wigton not sell?
Wigton not sell. Wigton still owned by the government of Jamaica.
Big man, stop talking foolish.
Come on, and say share.
No. You Richards. The Jamaican government sold 100% of its holding in Wigton.
So Then put it on the stock exchange.
Go do some research. No. Let me finish. Go and do some research. But you're coming. Don't interrupt my point. You're interrupting my point. 30 seconds with something that is that is incorrect. Wigton, the government of Jamaica sold 100% of its share in Wigton. It also sold 80% of its share in Trans Jamaica. Now let me finish. They had plans to significantly invest in the country's public infrastructure with those funds. But then along came COVID and the money went there.
Jesus, the money when they get to do COVID. All right, listen, the 30 second gone. Here the point of your question I have to ask you. Do you agree? Would you agree? You and Carl Lewis said no other government in the history of Jamaica had collect more tax than this government. The 18 year with the PMP.
Yeah, we agree without contradiction.
Wait, let me finish up.
So
Let me
the point
finish
is
up.
what?
Wait,
We
let me
collect
finish
more
up.
tax. So the point
Let
is
me finish.
You, Richard,
Let
if
me
the
finish.
country do better, you must collect
yeah,
more
we
tax.
collect more tax
Yeah,
because we have
that's the
sense.
statement
We have
that
sense
if the
enough.
country is doing better, you must collect more tax. You,
Can I
Richard.
finish?
We find more
Hey,
efficient.
yeah,
we have to collect more tax.
you know me finish, don't answer my question. Please,
Finish. Let me
please,
finish, yeah.
let me finish. Would you agree that in a 9 years, this government collect more tax
Yes.
from the people of Jamaica than what the
Yeah.
PMP doing at the 18 plus 4 years that are 22
Yes, we
years?
collect more tax.
Wait a man,
Efficiently.
yeah. Let me finish, man. More
No,
answer
man,
the
I
question.
say, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, this government collect more tax in 9 years than the tax government. Listen me again, you know. Than the government will only tax the people of Jamaica. The People's National Party has to undo all this. Every year, only tax the people of Jamaica. Would you agree with me that this government in 9 years collect more tax in those 22 years overall than what the
but you
PMP
said
collect?
that, get to the
All
point,
right,
man.
and hear the question now. Listen to the question now. Would you point to me that the country infrastructure, may I talk from telephone, housing, school, everything, see more development in the less tax years than
Nonsense. Rubbish. Rubbish,
Tell me
man.
why rubbish.
How if you
Tell me
agree
why
with
rubbish.
that?
Me
After
agree
we
with
don't
you, why rubbish.
No, rubbish. You Richard. All right, man. Come on, man. Hey, yo, look here. You really, me know you're not there, Johnny. Well, on, man, me answer you. Me know you're not there, Johnny. Mr. Beer, well, on, Mr. Beer. Relax, man. Me know you're not there. Me know the 2 hours. Wait, man. Me know the 2 hours. Me know. When I give me a chance to talk, when I give me a chance to talk, me know the 2 hours don't live in Jamaica. Uno don't live in Jamaica. So with that, me forgive the 2 hours. Especially you, Richard, me forgive you. Because you don't have, I'm telling you this all the while, you know, you don't have first-hand information of nothing will go on. If you come here and see the amount of development that go on, every minute you see one building. If you go, if you leave this country for 5 years, if you leave this country for 5 years and come back now, you lost.
Carl Lewis, listen question number. Me not debunk. Listen what me say now, Carl. No, you're not. I want the people them to hear what you answer. In the 22 years, the PNP government go Jamaica.
You are saying more development. You are saying more development.
No, wait, man. In the last 36 years, the PNP governed Jamaica. Yeah? 22 years. The JLP governed Jamaica. Me I said in the last 9 years. Is there 22 years there? The JLP government collect more tax, more resources for the people of Jamaica. Why you tell me some more infrastructure, the country develop more in those years than now. Why you tell me the
I am saying to you, show me the example. Mr. Richard, me know you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. First of all, your water system. With sewage plants, there was this big problem we have out of 6 Mile there. When we fix the road out of Portia Simsimila, we start from out of 6 Mile, come straight to Coronation Market. That is one great development. We connect some pipes.
That's a project.
Listen, man. Listen, for me, expect you to say that. We connect some pipe. We connect some pipe where uno run, but uno never connect them. We connect them. Right? Uno run the pipe, them, you know, and not connect them. But we connect them.
All of the things depend on the contract, they sign everything.
Look here, uno can't say anything uno want to say, and we come deliver. So all I want to say, the fact is, and we deliver.
Compare the infrastructure and tell me that one. Yeah,
the
JLP going to collect more tax on the Jamaica people in a 9 years than we did.
But you see where the tax dollars are going. You see where the tax dollars are going now. May I show you where they go?
Okay, all right.
You Richards, every worker in Jamaica know that a smaller percentage of their wages going towards taxes than before. That's just a fact. don't argue stuff that you don't need to argue.
The government collect more money.
The tax threshold. Hey.
That negate the fines
every
to the
worker in Jamaica knows that a no. Big man, you Richards.
You work not just in Jamaica, in the world,
income tax.
No, say that
the workers in Jamaica don't pay income tax. So that have no effect on them.
Comrade Blair.
Mr. Blair. No, wait, no. Mr. Blair, when the government of Jamaica increase the tax threshold.
No, go to the point of the motor.
No, man. You Richards, you're too selfish, man. Mr. Blair turn. No, you Richards.
But I'm asking question. No one answer my question before Mr. Blair come in. Answer my question.
You ignore Mr. Blair?
Yes, ignore Mr. Blair answer my question.
But we answer.
Okay. All right,
no
answer. You Richards.
We answer not suit you.
Who is talking? All right, you Richards. Every Jamaican worker knows, and this is nothing that is even up for debate, between the drop in GCT, between the lifting of the tax threshold, and between the lowering
of the question I asked.
Every Jamaican worker is paying less tax. No. Every Jamaican worker.
Tax benefits. The engineer announce I'll wheel out the benefits.
No, now wheel out the one here. You're the question I ask. Collect more tax, more people collect.
But you Richards, if the workers are paying less taxes as a percentage of their salary, not that you want.
And the country collecting more. But the country collecting more.
They're collecting more for other reasons. They're collecting more for other reasons.
The engineer.
They're collecting more for other reasons.
The engineer, see question I ask. Una listen good again.
No man, your question foolish.
If
I used to pay 30% in taxes and now I'm paying 20% in taxes, then I'm better off. And it is obvious that today the workers of the country are paying less in taxes than before as a percentage of their salary. Your argument have no sense.
That scenario only apply to the person who used to
pay. I talk about the money with the government collect.
Who used to pay income tax.
Re-ask me question, Mr. Blair.
So you Blair, when they drop, no, wait a minute. Wait. Mr. Blair, when they drop GCT, wouldn't those workers be paying less taxes, Mr. Blair?
Yes.
No, because your job
Mr. Blair, percentage on GCT
by 1%,
those workers be paying
and then you
less taxes?
widen the amount of things where attract GCT.
Mr. Blair, when they drop the percentage of GCT, wouldn't they be paying less taxes?
We are talking about the money where government collect in hand. The PMP collect less money.
No, man. Let me tell you what happened to you. Let me tell you what happened to you.
He can't manage in this.
No, but I just want this.
If you drop GCT, hold on. If you have a basket with 5 items, and you used to pay GCT on 1 item, right? You drop GCT by 1% and you include GCT on the 5 items. Are you paying less?
No. Hey. Do not create no unrealistic situation.
No, but that is
answer me. Where we paying GCT on 20% of the Hey, Mr. Blair, where we paying GCT on 20% of the items?
Mr. Blair, wait on that was not the question I asked him. The DJ now get ready.
That's a dumb analogy. Where we paying GCT on 20%?
Me never ask no personal benefit. Me listen question me ask about no personal benefit. Me say
no. You Richard. Me never have personal benefit. Money government collect. It's taking less money from the people as a percentage of their salary than before.
Do
you agree? No. Do you agree?
Gentlemen,
do you agree with that?
Gentlemen, this sounds like a market. People is listening. People want to learn. Too much shouting, man. Well, not here shouts, especially you. You need to control your voice, man.
Okay, Miss Faye.
My God, man.
Sorry. Boy, Miss Faye, you have to beat me up so bad.
Let me ask my question.
You need to control the live, man. You need to control the live and give your moderator full access. This can't carry on like that. People need, yes, me have to rough because you rough too.
Boy,
People
Miss
want to
Faye,
learn.
Let me tell you, hold on there, you. Let me talk to him. You see this A thing, cut it out. It not sound good.
sorry,
Nobody
Miss
on
Faye.
here is a child.
I'm
Nobody
gonna,
on this in the
You're
box
right,
is a child.
you're right, Miss Faye. You're right,
Stop
Miss
it.
Faye.
And if
Miss
you
Faye,
read
you're
the
right.
comment, I
I'm
keep
sorry.
saying you to stop it.
No, I don't read the comments.
Appear big men in the box. Stop talking to people about no
You're
AA.
right.
It's
You're
not
right.
your child you're talking to.
My
Stop it,
error,
man.
Miss Faye. My error,
My
Miss Faye.
God.
I'll do better. I'll do better, Miss Faye. My
What
error.
me come here right now, no behavior. Well, no don't have no behavior, man.
Miss Faye,
I
I
notice it
really
with you, for months you keep saying that, hey. No picking on the fire, so have respect. Have respect, sir, please.
I won't say hey again, Miss Faye. Sorry about that, Miss
Stop it, man. Stop it.
I'm going to go back to the
No
question.
picking on the so. Sure.
The engineer me never asked about the benefit to the people of Jamaica. Me ask about the money where the government of Jamaica collect. And let me say it again. In a 22 years, with all of the tax we on the owners, sit down on the labor and say every day the PMP only tax the people of Jamaica. With all of the tax where the PMP put in and the PMP put. In a 9 year, the Jamaica Labour Party using those same tax that the PMP put in, collect more money from the people of Jamaica than the PMP in 18 years. Really come to infrastructure and the benefit of the country. Would you say that the government will collect more money, spend more, do more infrastructure, more development than the government will collect less in more years? That's the question I ask. Me not talk about the benefit to the people of Jamaica. Me not talk about the personal benefit. Me not talk about the country, the tax we take from the country. In a 22 years, the JLP collect more tax from the people of Jamaica than 9 years than they collect in the whole 18 years. With all of the tax that the PMP put in. So the same tax the PMP put in, the JLP, listen to the question, good enough. The same tax the PMP put in the 22 years, the JLP claims they don't put in none. Collect more from those same tax than where PMP collect. Then you see more benefit.
So let me understand. Let me understand what you're saying.
Yes.
You're talking dollar value for dollar value, or you're talking adjusted for inflation?
Jesus. Anyway you want to put it.
No. Because certainly you couldn't be coming and be saying
inflation.
No. Wait a man. Remember what Miss Faye just said? Just wait a man, hear my point, no? You certainly couldn't be saying that in 1998 they collected 100 million in taxes, and in 2024 they collected 500 million in taxes. You couldn't be doing a dollar for dollar comparison, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's
No. You're smarter than that, because there's something called inflation. You're smarter than that. You could not be doing a dollar for dollar comparison.
Hear the point,
No, do you understand that point?
No,
do you understand that point?
That is unfair.
Yeah, but you try.
Do you understand the point, you Richard? You cannot do a dollar for dollar comparison.
When you speak of the GCT, you never factor inflation in it.
Repeat that?
When you make the comment
when you talk about
the job by 1%, you never factor in inflation.
No, repeat that. When I make what?
When you make
the talk about
the GCT was cut by 1%,
I cannot hear what he's saying.
That inflation
You're going to have to repeat what you said.
I said, when you said GCT was cut by 1%, so most people have more money to spend, but yet still you never factor the inflation rate, which went up as far as 8%. You never factor in. You have a
Mr. Blair,
inflation now.
Mr. Blair, if I'm collecting 16% for GCT and prices go up and I'm still collecting 16% for GCT, that is one thing. But if I'm collecting 16% and now I'm collecting 15%, then that's a different thing, Mr. Blair.
But you're collecting from now.
You're collecting 15%, but most of the goods, most of the goods in the basket start to attract the 15%.
No, Mr. Blair. Mr. Blair, one thing at a time. Mr. Blair, do you understand what I just say? That the change in GCT don't have anything to do with inflation.
No, hold on. Let me
okay, now let me talk about your other thing.
Let's talk
about the other thing that you said.
No, mute the mic.
Engineer, why you don't want to finish your point where you want to?
Mute
Make
the
Mr. Clear
mic
finish
and
one.
answer you. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please.
The government reduced GCT by 1%. But what you did not tell the public is that when the government reduced GCT by 1%,
They widen it.
them widen the amount of goods which attract GCT. Because the basket of goods have 5 items in it.
But Mr. Blair, including light bill.
Hold on, Ray. Hold on,
Light bill night.
the point so that everybody can understand. Hold on. You go to the supermarket and you pick up 5 goods in a basket. One item in the basket attract GCT at 16%. Now you reduce the GCT to 15%. And you add GCT onto the other 4 items, so you're eventually going to pay GCT on all 5 items in the box. So how can that be beneficiary to you when you are collecting GCT on the total item in the basket?
And before you come in, nobody was using under 315 kilowatt hours was paying GCT before 2016. At that tweet.
You Richards, we have already done the analysis. People are paying less taxes as a percentage of their salary. That is not something for us to debate. That's a waste of time to argument. Okay? Now, to you, Mr. Blair. Mr. Blair, this is what I know. I know that the inflation from 2016 till now, based on statin calculation, is around 62.15%. But I also know that minimum wage went up by 140%, and the increases to public sector workers went up by over 100%. So the spending power that people have today is greater than the spending power that they had back in 2015.
Public servant get 20%.
Minimum wage is pegged to inflation. So anytime inflation go up,
I already laid on my
minimum wage is it.
The inflation,
the
compound inflation. The compound impact of inflation from 2016 to 2015 till
you know
now.
what the engineer, yes, fast. The engineer, that's another question let me ask the engineer. Me I talk about
no, but Blair asked me a question. You want me to ignore Blair?
Inflation was
Are you putting in man? Are you putting inflation? A question let me ask you now. Me I talk about the dollar figure. The government.
Let me leave one word before we run with the engineer.
Yeah, come
the government over the world is to start blaming the opposition for fault. He's on his way. You're on your way. If you employ a manager to run your business, and he might tell you, instead of correcting problem, in blame all the problem of the previous manager. He's not a good manager. Never run up, never meet with Marky G in the next few minutes, I will leave.
No problem, Dino. Talk to you.
Okay. We catch up another time.
That's what Dino.
Right, no problem. No, you Richards. Let me say something. This gas tax thing that you mentioned earlier, in case you all forgetting, Mark Golden was the person who came. Mark Golden was the one who came to Parliament. And when he was, now he's talking about that it should have gone to a road maintenance fund. Mark Golden came to Parliament, supposed to. And he said that we should cut the amount that goes, that is being used for the gas tax. That's what he said. So he wanted there to be less money that is used to, but he wanted there to be less money that is used to maintain the road. That is basically what he's saying.
The engineer, my reason I'm not the engineer.
But I see Mark Golden, and if Mark Golden who told us to cut the amount that would have to make.
That wasn't the context he was speaking in.
No, he was saying that
lower the amount of money collected from the gas tax, then it will have the impact of benefiting more people, and then you wouldn't have the high cost of living as the food price wouldn't go up.
Do you know how much money is collected from the gas tax? Not more than around $7 billion. Not more than around $7 billion.
$15 per liter.
Not more than around 15 billion. Not more than around 7 or 7.5 billion Jamaican dollars. That is inadequate to maintain the roads.
Wait a man.
And Mark Golden wanted us to cut how much we're collecting from this.
The engineer, listen to the engineer. The engineer, listen to man.
When it stopped the maintenance fund. That's how the
But
argument.
the money is going to the consolidated fund. So he wanted us to have less. He wanted the government of Jamaica to have less money to fix roads. He wanted us to have less money to fix roads.
The argument that you're coming with to say that
high rise of inflation.
Look, I want to make the engineer different.
Listen to me. Mark Holden wanted the government of Jamaica to have less money to fix roads, less money to fix hospitals, less money to put in education. He's the one who said that what we should do is cut the money.
The engineer, you're clever. Wait, before you come in, let me say what you say. And you are trying to drift from a thing, you know. The People's National Party in a 22-year dollar figure, where they say put in the most tax on the back of Jamaica people, has never collected so much tax from the people of Jamaica in the whole 22 years. In this 9 years, the government of Jamaica collect the most tax in the history a government in Jamaica. The most tax ever collected by a government in 9 years. Edward Sia gonna collect more than 9 years. The PMP not doing that for them 22 years. Never in the history of Jamaica collect as much tax.
But Hugh Richards.
Let me finish.
No, Hugh Richards. Just answer a simple question and finish. Wouldn't you collect more taxes if the economy was growing? Versus back in 2012 to 2015 when the economy was shrinking. Because the economy was shrinking then. The GDP reduced. But under the JLP, the GDP went up. Wouldn't you collect more taxes with the GDP going up?
Mr. Blair, let me answer Mr. Blair.
The economy is not growing.
Mr. Blair,
the economy declined by 3.5% in the last
Mr. Blair, I never go the way time decline, Mr. Give me about fact where the panel we can count, where you can go check. In a 22 years, the People's National Party don't collect as much in tax from the people of Jamaica.
Hey. Let me just talk about PMP. My fault. Miss Faith. Sorry, Miss Faith.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. Just let me finish your answer. You cannot hear me. I say 1980 to 89, Edward Siaga no collect as much tax from the people of Jamaica as Andrew is collect this year. This in a 9 year. 2007 to 1989 to 2007, the People's National Party dollar figure don't collect as much tax as well. This government collect in 9 years. And I'm asking you, add to all of the infrastructure work PMP doing in the 18 years compared to this government in the 9 years. Who do more with less money? That's the question I'm asking. No?
My question.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Then
Is it PJ Patterson who is in opposition?
I'm glad you said that. So why aren't you all this every time I go in? This government, all of these, the PMP does tax. All they did in their time was tax.
Big man. Because big man respectful.
Because
man.
why?
But don't Miss get vexed.
No man, me understand what you're saying.
Chief. Listen. Me really think that it's a useless thing. For go back
because you can't defend it.
Not because
the government collected $820 billion for taxes last year.
Has nothing to do with that.
It
is pointless. It is pointless for us to talk about Manley versus Bustamante and Eddie Siaga and PJ Patterson. People who are
that's
there
not the point.
People who are there now. And
you're missing the deliberate
in the PNP who were governing from 2012 to 2015 show themselves incapable of growing the economy. And this JLP government grew it.
The economy is not growing right now. So
the economy is not growing, brother.
They grew it more than the PNP. They grew it far more than the PNP.
The economy right now is stagnant.
Kashif, the economy, the GDP of the country grew from a thing, 14, the GDP in the country grew from around 14 billion to I think it's around 90.
The engineer, don't fool yourself. The Jamaican
The GDP
economy
of
is
the country
stagnant, brother. It's not
grew from
moving.
around 14 billion to about 19 billion, even though there was COVID and a hurricane and a tropical storm. When the PNP was here, from 2012 to 2015, the GDP dropped. All right? So the GLP
that's your right. We have
the economy.
No, we don't know about that.
Why?
We don't know about that.
What I mean,
We
you
don't know about that.
But why you don't go and check?
DJ, my love, why you try
No, why you don't go and check? Why you don't go and check these?
Mute me kaif now. Mute me kaif now. Mute me kaif.
I speak on anything before me checking out.
Let me restructure what you Richard was trying to say. The question he was well in gone. But you Richard was simply asking, but in my base funny fact say the reductions are what the government have reduced GCP or whatever. We are saying, all right, based on that simple fact, you reduce so much things. How is it that you end up collecting more taxes than prior administration?
Exactly.
Explain that.
In the 18, but Kashif, in the 18 years, Kashif, in the 18 years the PMP collect. The PMP never collect half the amount of money Angelo collect in 9 years.
You Richard, and that's a fact. And you know why? You know part of it. Why? What is the reason for part of that? More items have taxes on it now than it was then.
Same thing Uncle Blair is saying, they've widened the tax net.
Yeah, they broadened the tax net now. Almost every single item that you can purchase in Jamaica right now carry taxes on it.
Another thing that they are running from are the indirect taxes. All of the indirect taxes have been risen, some to a tune of 1,000%. So I really wanted him to explain to us how is it that they collect more money. And all they've been doing, according to his narrative, all they've been doing is reduce.
What you, Richard, is saying, with my own two eyes, I can see that more was done for Jamaica then than what it's doing now. All the blind can see that. With the little bit amount of money where we used to collect then, we did more work than what they're doing now with the heap of money where they collect.
Okay. They cannot find out 3 or 4 items when they do. I'm lucky. They cannot do it. Right, so we can find out everything that was done in the 90s, in the 80s.
Comrades.
Yeah.
Nobody seen no comrades, but me have, but you know, send me that far, but me have to go watching me and send me on the
I was going to say that to you too, because I was turning St. Mary time now, so we can take 1 minute each and just close out.
But just take a minute each and just make with us anytime, you know, say I love, you know?
Yeah, man, yeah. Well, like how my mic open, me just take my 1 minute, 1 minute. Comrades, whenever time we buck up people like the engineer and me and Carl Lewis and open discussion, they're not gonna concede anything, you know. But all we have to do is continue to put the truth out there to the Jamaican people. And the Jamaican people will look through it, because what they are saying is not traceable. You can research their argument. Because one simple argument you Richard put on the board a while ago.
The
government in the 18 years, the government in the 9 years collect more taxes, and you can lay down 4 or 5 items which will serve the people of Jamaica for a generation, which you do with that tax money.
But come here, Blair. Come here, you know, so they run, because they cannot defend that.
No, they can't
go around the corner. Because listen to me, Andrew owns every day and get up. Tax. And you collect more tax, dollar figure, more than a PMP 18 plus 4 years.
Remember a JLP tax gas, you know, and a JLP tax light bill.
But we never talk about that. We talk about the tax that they say PMP put in. You get me, I say? They say the PMP government tax. And we still collecting more money. Because listen, you know, every year, PMP tax time was like $400 billion. $500 billion. This government can collect $800 and $900 billion from tax.
820 billion then collect last year.
Exactly. And the year before that was more. Remember the year before that was more? Because then overshoot. Every year then over collect. Then collect more than
by $100 billion.
Exactly. So when they check up all of the money they know, complete the PMP 18 years plus 4 years, them collect more tax dollar figure. So we need to put them get more money for the people of Jamaica away there. $3 trillion that I can't find.
All right, brother. Let me retire now.
Yeah, man.
Bless up everybody.
Bless up everybody.
Bless up
Right. One love. Your platform.
Thanks for holding the phone.
Come Blair. And that's how you also need to back them up and put them panic and then can't answer the question. Anywhere we go, we're going to put an end to the tax question. Come Blair.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're going to put an end to the tax question now. Anytime they come in tax, tell me who can more tax. Yes. But come here. Yeah, remember that. Cool. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, the comments just good, you know, it was a good vibes, man. No say labor them can't taste because you don't know say tonight a big thing, you know, because remember say tonight now we have special guest. You hear from man like Damian Crawford, you hear from man like the General Secretary, the real Don. You hear from the party leader, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, whenever Andrew Holness decide to call election. Man,
we didn't get brave enough to call election.
Be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The word is love, comrades, and bless upon yourself. You know exactly what I'm going, you know.
All right, cool. I'm seeing your colors already.
You know, we have to keep the fire burning.
All right, cool.
The word is love. All right, bless up, comrades.